What a riveting tale. It was, yeah, one for the ages. I'm compelled myself to say that citruses are indeed better than berries. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, everybody, to my last brain cell. Oh shit! Wow. I had the question in my head, and then it disappeared, and then it came back. Hmm. Oh, if we lived in a world where powers were commonplace, right? But it was just that there were no superheroes, there were no super villains, right? We just lived in a society where powers were commonplace. Do you think heroes come first or the villains, right? Like what's the chicken egg scenario in that like society? Like do people with bad intentions go, I have this power, no one can stop me? I mean, like, especially in a society where everyone has powers, like what's that spark? So my question to you is, what would be that spark for you to A, either be a hero, or B, be a villain? And I want to know both answers, right? I think for me to be a hero, if I saw someone like getting taken advantage of, like one of those things that you always see, right? You see those scenarios where uh, uh, someone's getting bothered and like, what's what I'm looking for? This is what I'm looking for that I can't really think of anyway. But they're heckled. They're getting bothered. They're getting heckled. Like, and you're like, nah, like someone should stop that. Like when you're watching it on like Facebook or whatever, I would be that person to step in. And like, obviously, we all have powers, right? So it's gonna be a fight. So hopefully, I win that. And I think that would be like the part. I'm like, yeah, I'm a hero. But as far as villainy goes, I don't know, man. Like to be a villain, to claim vengeance on the world is crazy. Like I don't know what kind of horrible thing I would need to like endure, but it would have to be like someone would have had to like, and I don't wish this on my family, but someone would have to like brutally take out my family for me to be like, say less. No one cares. I'm doing what I have to do. But other than that, I can't imagine being a villain. But I'm still curious to know what would be that moment that you were like, I can be a hero, and what would be the moment that you're like, I could be a villain. While you're mulling that over, we're gonna go ahead and jump right into some pick your poison. So full disclosure, I would today I would usually pick the next place on the Slice of Buffalo tour. However, with me really like trying to be very cognizant of being in a caloric deficit, I'm not gonna do one this weekend. The real reason why though is because I'm going out, and I'm sure I'm gonna be getting into other shenanigans that I can allocate those calories towards. So instead of pizza this weekend, I don't know. I got alcohol and other various foods. So this next episode will be a very regular episode. There will be no pizza review, but I still hope that you tune in, you tap in like you have been. Let's see what we got going on here. Fight a 6-foot sea snake to the death in a 4-foot deep pool. I'm already upset. Wear zombie face paint at all times. Well, I'm obviously picking zombie face paint, but let me tell you, let's I can't swim. Go ahead and get your laughs out. That's what I waited for, right? Ha 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 ha. Grown man can't swim. I can't swim. I don't care. But this has prompted a very hilarious story. Yeah. We're going to get real personal here, you and I, so brace yourself. There might not be a wheel of fun today, depending on how long this story goes, because I don't have much more time. But anyway, brace yourself. When I was younger, my dad took my younger brother and I to Universal Studios, right? And the hotel we were at had a pool. And this was the first vacation my brother and I took with my dad, right? So we were nervous, but we were also like, this should be a really good time, right? So I don't remember much about the vacation, but I remember two very specific instances, and this is the only one I will share with you right now. So my dad, he's like, yeah, there's this, there's that, blah, blah, blah. You can do this, you can do that. And he goes, there's a pool. We go, yeah. He goes, do you guys know how to swim? And I distinctly remember my brother and I looked at each other, and we were like, yeah, we know how to swim. Like, yeah. He's like, okay, cool, yeah. So like, whenever you guys want, like, to go ahead and have fun, go to the pool, and I'll meet you guys there. We're like, all right, cool. So my brother and I went to the pool, and like we got in. Ooh, it's cold, water cold. That's what pool water does. And we're walking in, and the water's getting higher and higher. Like, ha ha, splash splash. This is really fun. Ha ha. The water's getting higher and higher. Mind you, I'm 10. My brother's like, if I'm 10. My brother had to be 9, I think, at this point, right? So, ha, splash, splash, having a good time. And before I know it, my toes are no longer touching the bottom while my head is still up. And now I'm panicking. So I'm just kind of jumping up in the water, but like it's not helping because I can't control my body. So I'm not going anywhere except forward because it's kind of where the pull of the water is taking me. Next thing I know, I'm being dragged out of the pool by some random guy, and I see my brother like laying next to me. My dad just came running like through a crowd, and he's like, "Yo, what happened? I thought y'all could swim." And we were like, "We thought so too." He was furious. I mean, I don't blame him, and it's one of those things, right? Like, I want to say to some degree at that age, I think I knew what drowning was, right? Like, I think I had heard of it or I had seen it like on TV. I can't say for sure, especially at 10. I don't know how much you're really exposed to, how much they really tell you, like, but especially as someone who never swam before, I don't recall if I knew of the dangers of drowning. But let me tell you something. I learned it firsthand. It is not pleasant. It's not fun. And I know it's not a laughing matter, but I can laugh at it now because I'm still here. And it's one of those things where it's like, how can you not laugh at it realistically? Like, that shit is, my brother and I, we really sat there like dumbasses going, yeah, we know how to swim. Yeah. Like, what were we thinking? What the fuck were we thinking? We weren't thinking. That's part of the problem. Yeah, it was great though. Yeah. Great memories from that trip. Honestly, like I said, I only have like 2 real distinct memories from that trip. I told my mom this story recently, and she was like, you never told me this story. And I was like, I haven't? Let me break it down for you. And every time I start telling it, I always laugh. She was mortified, and I was like, nah, Mom, it's calm. It's good. Look, we're both still alive, and we're doing great. Still know how to swim, but that's what life jackets are for, right? I don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to do Wheel of Fun. No pizza this weekend. And you're not going to be privy to what I'm eating this weekend because I don't even know yet. I just know I'm going to be drunk and enjoying life. It's going to be great. Until next time, this is King Echo, signing off.